Hello guys, and welcome back to my next video on the latest Minecraft snapshots. In this case it is Minecraft snapshot 14W05B. And as you may notice, I'm kind of trapped at the moment. I can't seem to get out. What's going on here? I'm trapped in a box. I cannot move. I'm shaking backwards and forwards, I'm jumping rapidly, I'm in survival mode, so I'm not in creative or flying, and I can't get out. I'm stuck. Whoa, what's going on here? Well, actually, it's one of the new blocks which I've actually implemented now, which is called the barrier block. It is transparent and can't be seen through. It is actually a block itself, and it cannot be walked through, so you can't no-clip through it anymore. And this will actually be able to add a whole kind of new range of stuff from being able to block certain NPCs and stuff like that. Because if you've ever been in some adventure maps, they've actually done trickery with the texture pack. Where they've actually changed one of the textures to indicate transparent, but mobs can't go through it. Well, in this case, you don't have to do that anymore, which is great. Now, unfortunately, when in survival mode, you cannot break these blocks because it is basically bedrock. So no matter if you're using a golden pick, diamond pick, you know, whichever pick you have, you cannot break these. The only way you can actually get them at the moment is in by the give command. Not even in creative yet. But when you break them, it gives this kind of like water sometimes and lava flowing texture, which is funny. But these blocks, you can obviously obtain it in creative mode when you've already placed a block, but normally the only way you'd be able to get this is using the /give command. And if I actually just knock this away, this is just so I can find out where it is, but it's floating, you know, there's just no way about it, you know. I'm back inside again, I'm stuck, but hey, good enough creative mode allow you to get out. So, like I said, it's just a give command at the moment. I don't know if you'll be able to obtain this in creative. I don't know if it's just going to be a give command only kind of thing. But it's very useful for, like I said, some kind of cool stuff in adventure maps and that, which can be great. Another way is that you can actually put redstone and objects on top of it, as you can see here. And what the cool thing is, redstone does transmit through it. So I've got a barrier block here. I've got redstone torch on the end. I've got redstone emitting a signal which is turning off this redstone, which again, because there's no redstone signal, it's turning off this lamp. But if I switch this lever, boom, turns off, this turns on, this powers the redstone and turns on the lamp. So it does transmit redstone, which is great. I'm just going to switch back in survival mode here, and yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. And also, it's very useful because otherwise this creeper probably would have come over to me because I'm in survival mode, but because he can he's encased in these blocks at the moment, he can actually not get me, which is cool. Right, another thing I want to go over is minecart activation rails. They have been slightly changed. So if we go over here and I get into a minecart, just put it on there, get in. If I can actually hit that button, I'm going to fly across and I'll fall off like so. Just get out. Let's break that minecart. But if we actually power on these activation rails, and let me just put down a block here for the purpose of this. If I power on with a redstone current and get in here and then hit the button and go, what it's going to do is automatically knock me out. And you can see here the Minecraft is shaking itself. What it now does when you have a redstone signal applying to it, it's going to basically eject you automatically. So, which is quite useful for if you want to get off at a certain point but not have to hold down shift. Or you want to kick players off at a certain point, you can actually do that. Maybe as a trap or anything like that, which is kind of cool. So it's kind of neat. I'll just show you again just for the demonstration purposes. Hey, I'm out. And it works for entities as well. So if you've got pigs or so, you can actually transport pigs and any mobs in minecarts. So then you can actually eject them out at a certain point, which would be great. So I can see some kind of weird contraption going on with farms and cool stuff like that, which would be great. Right, one of the biggest changes, I believe, is to a new kind of game mode they've implemented, which is called Spectator mode. And this is what the creeper's here for, in general. Now, I will break him out in a few seconds, but what I'm going to do is just get myself back in creative mode for now, break this, and then here we go. So, Spectator mode is a brand new game mode. If we actually go in here, now you can either access this three ways. You can either type in Spectator, /game mode spectator, /game mode SP, or /game mode free. And what this allows you to do is it takes away everything, all the UI. You cannot interact with objects. Although you'll see the particle effect, you won't be able to interact with them. Nothing at all. You won't be able to interact with levers or anything like that. Buttons, doors. There's nothing you can do. You can't give yourself anything. You can /give command, but what it'll do will automatically drop it on the floor. So if I give myself, I don't know, I'm just going to give myself the Minecraft barrier block, but it's going to automatically drop it on the floor. I can't pick it up, as you can see. It won't allow you to interact with it. And also, it has automatically no clip in it, so I can go underground through blocks, so there's no restrictions to where I can go. So if I want, I can just zoom all the way down. I can have a look round, which is really cool. And it does actually do apply in line with the whole. They broke one of the mods which allowed you to, I think with the X-ray mod, that's now broken, and this probably the reason why you can do that. Plus with the barrier block there. Another cool feature about it is that you can, well, it's not a cool feature, but you've got to keep in mind that you can actually take damage either by doing the /kill command. So, like so, you can still die, so someone can still kill you. And also, you've got to also be very awareful of, if you fall into the void, you will die. So if I can't really fall down, there's no fall. General controls of it are exactly the same. So use your WAS and D keys to move around. But see, I'm just going to keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. I'm in the void, and I should start to take damage if I keep going any further. At some point, I should die. Or maybe not. Maybe I might change that then. Only the void and the kill command kill damage and Spectator. I guess not then. But that's something to be very careful of, and it's getting very dark. Wow. So I'm just going to head back up. This is really cool. You can actually fly around in a map and see what's underground, which is great. So you can probably find where the nearest dungeon is, where the nearest stronghold is, mine shaft, anything like that. I think I can see one over there. Cool. Another thing, which is a great feature, you can actually take on the perspective of mobs, but you will not be able to control them. So this pig over here, if I just left click on him, you see the cursor pops up. If I left click, I'll take on his perspective, but I will not be able to control this entity whatsoever. So wherever he moves, I'll go, and I'll see what he's looking at. And let's just see here, is he going to move his head? He's a bit jerky at the moment because there seems like entities shift in. They're not smooth transition, it's just like 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. But this pig's not very moving at the moment, which is a bit annoying. And the way you can get out of this is by holding down shift. It'll drop you out, so it's basically like getting out of a minecart or a boat. But one of a mob, I think my creeper host, where has he gone now? Oh, right, over at the wrong point. But if we go into the creeper's got a cool kind of view, and this also applies to Enderman and Spider at the moment, and I'll show you them in a few seconds. It's actually, you can interact with chests though, which is okay, I guess, but I don't think you can pick them up. Yeah, it won't let you pick them up as much as you want to try and rag them in your inventory. It just doesn't let you. But yeah, creeper. If I left click, whoa, look at that. That is freaky. It's like Terminator mode, but it's in green. Wow. It's a real cool effect there. So if you take over a creeper, this is the view you'll get. Again, you cannot control him or anything like that, but jump out. What I'm going to do now, though, is jump out of Spectator mode, back into creative, and I'm going to spawn a spider and an enderman, just to show you what these are like. So boom. Enderman. Let's quickly jump back into Spectator mode because I don't want the enderman just to fly off. But if we go into Enderman, whoa, wow. So that's very inverted, that is. Wow. This is what the Endermen apparently see of the real world, which is kind of cool. Neat, isn't it? And the spider is even more freaky. You may think they go say any bugs and that have multiple eyes, as you can see here. If you actually take a look at the spider's view, it is very odd. He's got 3, 4, 5, 6 perspectives or so. So you've got one in the top left, one in the top right, you've got one in the... then you've got 2 more in the middle, on the top, and then you've got one main one in the bottom. And this is what a spider apparently sees in the real world as well, I'm assuming. Then again, saying that, it's probably not as... it probably doesn't represent what... it's kind of weird. I don't like our eyes, we have 2, but our eyes, our brain does the whole perspective kind of thing, so it merges the images together. I'm assuming that's what a spider would do, so it shouldn't matter how many eyes he has, you should still see one full image. But yeah, that is absolutely cool and amazing, that. And it also, I believe, will work in multiplayer, so it will allow you now to jump in and spectate a player by left-clicking on them, and then you can go around in his view and watch the combat in, first-person view, which would be great. I believe that's everything. This snapshot also has included bug fixes and stuff like that, but that's just general, as every snapshot usually does at least have quite a few bug fixes, which is great. So I hope you've enjoyed. Please rate, subscribe, comment as always. If you have any hints or tips, then leave them in the comments below. If I've missed anything in these snapshots, I do apologise. I'm just going off what the changelog says on Minecraft Wikipedia. So there is probably stuff I missed. But yeah, until then, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye. But yeah, Creeper. If I left click, whoa, look at that. That is freaky. It's that Terminator mode. It's green. Wow, it's a real cool effect.